Get my drink. Shit.
Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. Let's see who's all here. Welcome, Anna D. Welcome, Gary. Gene Hudson. Gary Spikes. Let's see. Lorna. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas. Everybody ready for the new year? How you doing there, Catherine? Hello there, Bob. Hello there, Lala.
Hi.
So it was called the Rumbler. As soon as we went backstage,
Rumbler, yes.
That's what
yeah, but it's infrasound.
Yes. Eric.
Cool. I like it.
Tennessee, Kentucky Bigfoot. Walsus. Welcome, everybody. Val, nice to see you there. Missy Hammer, it's hammer time. Break it out. I had to do that. I would get up and dance, but I'd probably break myself. Somebody'll make it rain. Ain't that right, D. Crosley? Hello, Alexander. Welcome to the show. Round of applause.
That's my
Xander.
baby. He's got the flu, so he's relaxing.
Flew in an earache.
Ooh, terrible.
He had the infection.
Terrible. So,
I love
welcome
you,
everybody
Xander.
to another edition here. So, we are actually covering the case of missing beavers. This is part 2, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is a very sad case. It's, when we first looked at this case, it was very trying, right? And I always tell people, especially in this day of age with technology, we post everything about ourselves on social media all the time. And I always tell people, especially when I was in law enforcement, is to be careful about that. Hey, Melissa, welcome. Because we post a lot about what we do and what we not do, and what we do at home, where we live, where we're going, and so forth. And that can actually be too much. And I tell people that to be careful. And we think we're careful about meeting people at places like church and, for events and so forth. And I bring up church because Missy Beavers was having an event at a church, right? It was a church event. And she was meeting a group of people. And that was a safe haven for her. But it turned out to be a possibility, a downfall, right? We don't know if somebody used that information against her. We will not know unless the suspect is actually caught. But the police, from what we can tell, thinks that the suspect did follow her social media because it was so prevalent of what she was doing on all the different platforms. That she pronounced herself and the events and what she was doing and the time frames. Welcome, FDL and Karen Clayton. Thank you. So, and I always said that about social media platforms because when I taught self-defense classes, right, from the Commonwealth of Kentucky, not only for law enforcement, for civilians, years ago, I would always tell people when you go out to a restaurant, even with your family or your boyfriend or girlfriend, for the first 5 or 10 minutes, don't say anything. Sit there at that table or booth and just listen to what goes on around you. And everybody always said, "What do you mean?" I was like, just listen. You will be surprised of what you hear. After I get done eating, I'm going to go to the ATM machine. I'm going to withdraw money. Where are you going to go? I'm going to go right down the street from the restaurant behind Taco Bell to that Chase Bank. And not only that, then you hear what bar or restaurant or outing they're going to go. And you can actually follow a person to their outings all night long, or where they're going to go and where they're going to go to which house or what party. And it is very, very wild. And a lot of people actually did that. And I would get emails or phone calls that following week or throughout the week. And they were very surprised in how much people would reveal about themselves. And they would not even know because they never eavesdropped. But you got to remember, they're not bad guys, right?
Right.
So they didn't think that way. But people with ill intent or bad intentions do. They take advantage of people with good intentions. So, and like I always tell people that's never been in law enforcement or had any bad intentions, locks are only for what?
What?
To keep bad people out.
Yeah.
Locks not for good people.
Correct.
So, if you remember,
Oh yeah, that's true.
these good people never locked their doors. Remember that? Grandpa and Mama, they didn't lock their doors.
Nope.
So, and that was the biggest things. And even when people start breaking in houses because they knew the older people didn't lock their doors out in the country.
Yeah.
So just keep, that in mind. So when we go over this case, it is a tragedy. In fact, that it did happen. And, when I looked at the autopsy report, it was very graphic. That's why Bob and I cover it. But I do not know where this case is going to go. So we're going to start out, of course, with Lala. And what did you come across?
I wrote notes, but I just want to say seemed like a very kind energy. She kind of was gentle and walked me through things. She was very almost like teacherish about how to look at what I'm supposed to be looking at and decoding. So I feel like she worked with kids or maybe helped young people that needed guidance. I don't know, but I feel like she helped people with organizations or something. I do feel, even though she was nice, she had two sides of her. Um, so I think maybe she showed like maybe some people that didn't like her, it looked like she was perfect on the outside, but in closed doors, I saw like different, lovers and different things that are hidden, and but not that it was horrible, just that's how she showed me. I kept seeing one, and I say this in a good way, a butch female, so like a masculine energy female that did not like her. She was very jealous of her. She looked bigger than the lady that got killed. No, the lady was tiny. She was small, but this one was a little bit big. Yeah. Okay, so the woman I saw that's angry at her was bigger boned than her. I kept seeing black, thick boots, and it looked like the whole body of the bad person was covered in black, like, like the Middle Eastern, like from head to toe, they're just all, that's all I saw was like they were covered. They
Like
hid.
like tactical gear,
Yeah, if
like
it's
riot
black.
gear.
Yeah, and it was all black.
Okay.
And so they were cloaking themselves. She showed me that her head was cracked. She didn't want me to see other things. She was very motherly. She wanted to protect me from what happened, but she did show a cracked head. And she said that right before she got murdered, she looked at the eyes of the person that did it and she knew the person. Um,
All right. So the people that do not know, this is a picture of the victim, Missy Beavers, just for everybody and for Lala, because Lala knows this was the victim.
hmm.
So yes, this is Missy Beavers herself.
And this was shown to all the psychics.
Yes.
I feel it was like a male energy female that had something to do with this because she had hatred and jealousy towards her. That's what I pick up.
Okay. Now you hit on a few things. It's very interesting. We're going to cover that in a minute. So let me get rid of her picture here and remove that. And next up, Donna. Welcome, Donna.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I had to take some time.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I feel the same exactly what Lala said. I kept getting it was tripping me up, male, female. Okay, first I want to stop. At the beginning, I got she was very athletic. She was very into herself, meaning health wise, foods, everything. Very kind person. I was seeing children, a lot of children around her. Then it did flip, like I say, how I jump around, my gifts jump around. She went to this place. I saw a gymnasium. And it was her. Stop it, Diamond. I'm sorry, my dog.
You're fine.
Fitness, like a fitness. She was getting ready to do something fitness. But then it went to another side. Now she came in from the right, is what I was seeing, from the right side. And then on the left side, I saw this I knew it was a light color car, but I clued in more, and it sparkled. So I saw silver, 4-door. And the energy kept going back and forth, male, female, male, female. So then I tried to put myself in the car to see if it was a girl's car, a guy's car, you know what I mean? And I was
Right.
trying to bring it, a person's not going to drive there in all this getup, because I got the same thing that Lala got, all in black. Like, you could not, it was almost like when I saw this happening to her, it was like almost seeing a shadow person straddle sitting on her, over her. It was almost seeing like a black shadow person. That's how geared up this person was. So I was trying to back it up to the car, like when it first started, and how the person came in. And it's a silver car, but they came in from the left of the church. I saw a church. And how I saw the church was this person broke in through a door with a I don't know what you call those things again, what you do with a tire. Those
A crowbar?
things that you change a tire with.
Car iron.
That,
Yeah.
yes. And that's what I saw. And then creeping. But this person walked funny, is what I saw, and snuck through the church. That's how I saw it was a church. And the person, she, which I was getting back and forth. That's why I was trying to stay in the car to see if it was a girl's car, a guy's car. But I kept getting this fruity smell in the car, and I was looking around the car, and I would say it was a female's car more than a male. A male's not going to have like that kind of stuff. But anyway, like Lala said, totally in black. I could not see a face or anything. I worked on it again a little bit today. And I was on with a friend of mine. She didn't know what I was doing. And I was channeling. While I was talking with her, I went into a channel because I wanted to get this person's face. And all I kept seeing was like a dark shadow because all that gear. And all of a sudden, I jumped because this face came at me. Almost like one of those Halloween masks, those ugly Halloween rubber masks.
Right.
That's what, it just came right up in my face because I kept asking my guides and everybody to please show me the face, show me the face. And all of a sudden this face jumped right up at me. I mean, when things come up personal to you, this face come up real personal to me. And it looked like one of those ugly Halloween masks that you would wear, but it looked like a guy's mask with blonde hair, but it wasn't, because I also saw at one point a girl with dark hair, and she went like this with her hair. If a girl will roll the hair up and she'll let it down and she'll go like this. That was just like a quick snippet I got of the female do that. But that was it. That's all I got of her. And then I saw what she did. But I would say it's a female, and she's got something funny with her walk and how she did what she did to this girl. I would say it was personal. To me, it felt personal. She has something personal with her, angry, because you don't just do something like that. Not what she did. It was like she had anger and personal issues with this girl for whatever reason. And I think it was more, I kept going back and forth, female, male, and I want to say I'll bet it was a female. Because the things I was picking up.
All right. Could have been more than one person involved, or just one person, you think?
I did see 2 cars. I seen a silver car, and then I seen a smaller dark car. and they were to the left of the church, and she came in from, they came in from the left of the church, she came in from the right of the church. So yeah, possibly two people, but I only saw one. But
Okay.
involved, probably two, because I saw two headlights keep going. So I
Interesting.
don't know. I don't know.
And Melissa, we're going to cover that in a second. Stand by, Melissa. We'll cover that.
It was weird. I'd say it's personal, and yeah, I would say I would put money, everything I have, it was a female.
All right. Stand by,
Like
Donna.
injury or something to her, and jealousy, something.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Next up, Angela. Welcome.
Hello, and I had sent you a sketch of what I was given as far as an image and who was involved in this.
All right. While you're talking, I'll pull it up.
I kept getting intersexed, as if a person with hormone problems, or they were maybe a female that has maybe male hormones. You know, I kept getting intersexed, as if something's crossed, right? You could be a female or genetic male and have external female, or vice versa. But I kept getting hormone issues. Like, they keep expressing themselves as male, but they could also be female. They're kind of a mix of both, and they express both. What I kept feeling about, I keep seeing that interference. I kept seeing like they had issues that whatever this was happening, they were getting some sort of issues with their reproductive aspects. Like I asked her whether this was a male or a female, and she says, well, at first I couldn't tell, because this person is so mixed between male and female, and sometimes you can't honestly tell. I got this person still had to shave their face sometimes, and they got a little bit of the mustache and all that. I kept getting problems with lower in the body, like reproductive issues. Like, they're always to the doctor all the time. I got like this impression of incredible possessiveness. Like, this person wanted to destroy her. Like this was a destroy mission, and didn't like her confidence, especially despised her confidence and the way that she had put herself together, the way that she had such great self-esteem. And this person wanted so much to possess her and control her. And this person gave me the impression that whoever this person is, this intersex person, or this person that's crossing gender lines, was harassing the victim prior. And the victim stood up and was like, no, with great confidence. Like, no, leave me alone. No. It set that person off like you won't believe. But that's the image that she gave me. And it feels like this person may have female reproductive externally, but is also expressing very strong male characteristics because of an imbalance of some kind. Could be a tumor on the pituitary gland, could be a genetic issue or a chromosomal issue, but there's some sort of issue with being intersexed that makes it very hard for this person to feel accepted in any one camp or the other.
Interesting. All right. Thank you. Stand by. Next up, Kelly Jo. Hello.
Hi,
there.
Everybody. First of all, I got that, she was horribly, when she was killed, she was sort of tortured a little bit. I got the song Shining Star. I got a love triangle, but unbeknownst to her knowing. So it's like she was in a love killed, but she didn't know it. And that's what she was killed over. And it was over jealousy. And then there were somebody with buckles, like all I saw was she fell and I saw through her eyes, man's like electrical boots with the silver buckle and the steel toes. And they were used. They were all scruffy. And the person walks with a limp.
Interesting.
And I get 3 people were involved with what happened to her. And I hear trickery. So she was tricked.
Interesting.
And I kept saying, land of the lost. I have no idea what that means.
Okay.
And an Acura, a car that's an Acura. And it was like either a black or dark navy blue. But I saw it at nighttime, so I can't tell if it's blue or black. And that's what I saw. And it was a 4-door.
Interesting.
And that's what I got.
All right. Stand by. Thank you. Now, next up is Melinda. Now, she was not able to make it, so she sent in a video. So stand by, and here's her video.
Hi, everybody. This is Melinda. Unfortunately, I am at work and I can't be again live, but I did work on the case, and the only thing that I got from Grizz was the picture. So the very first thing I want to say, and I'm going to be reading from my notes, and I will be showing, I do have some sketches and some maps, but the first thing I was shown was a church. Seen exercise equipment and tables. It really didn't make a lot of sense to me. Then it was like a how do I explain this? It was like a movie playing, and then I seen a male, and what got me though was that this male looked like he had on police uniform or security maybe, but he wasn't really a cop or a security. He had on a very heavy vest, and I could have swore, that it maybe it said cop or something on it. Or then I asked for the state that this was in, and I was shown Texas. And so of course I doused the maps, and I will show that to you. For some reason, I was kept being shown April 18th, which is some kind of significance to this. Then it switches back to the cop, or the person that is acting like a cop, or security. And I see these concrete walls, and it's like he's banging on them or hitting them. Then I was shown August 9th. Have no clue what that means, other than it's something because the female came to me, so I do feel she is deceased. Well, I know she's deceased because she came to me, and she kept saying August 9th, and then she kept saying close to me. So I'm going to assume that's maybe a birthday or something, because my birthday is August 6th. So when she said close to you, that's what immediately I thought of. Then I was shown a male. He was like balding. And I feel like there was something about fighting going on, or arguing about money, and possibly cheating. And then I was shown the word gladiator, and I don't have a clue of what that would mean. I don't understand that at all. I see the color red. I'm shown the color red and the word oak. I feel that who done this, I feel that they knew her. Because like I said, she came to me briefly, and so that tells me she is deceased. I'm showing like she's being hit with something. And then I was showed a hammer or something. This would look like a hammer to me, and something with a claw on it. But then I felt like she kept showing me her chest and like stabs to the chest and possibly a gun, possibly shot, because I heard a gunshot. I'm not 100% on that. So at that point, I asked if there was a car or a vehicle that I could be shown. And I was shown, I want to say a gray or a silver. It was a light colored car. I feel like it was a Honda or a Nissan, possibly a 2011 model, because I asked what year of car it was, and I was shown 11. And then I was shown another vehicle that was possibly connected to it. It was a SUV, but it was dark in color, and that's really all I was shown on that. Then I feel that this is connected to social media somehow. Not for sure exactly how, but because I was being shown Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and all of these. So that tells me social media. Then I went in and I asked about seeing a possible tag. So I got some letters and some numbers. I don't know what in order or anything like that. And I feel this was connected to the light colored car. So F as in Frank, B as in boy, 4. 4 could have been an H. And then 1444. And then I got another tag that was shown to me. And I don't know if it's because I seen a second vehicle or what. But I got L as in Lincoln, H as in Henry, D as in David, 8448. And then I was thrown right back to the church area. And it was very prevalent about him carrying something. The person that did this has, I feel like, some kind of injury to the right leg. He could possibly be wearing a prosthetic. But he could have had an accident, like being on a motorcycle, and this is how he hurt the leg, because I was connecting that because I was showing a wreck in a motorcycle. So that tells me that's how the injury occurred. I asked if this was a robbery. I got no. I asked if this was personal. I got yes. I asked if the victim knew her attacker. I got yes. I was shown repeatedly to look over the video, watch a video. I have no clue what they're talking about, a video. I don't know, but I was shown like a video, and in that video, there's some clues or something to that nature. So the conclusion of it all is I feel that she was acquainted with her attacker. She trusted him to a certain degree, and also with like I said, I kept getting police uniform or security, and I felt like she trusted him. I do feel others know stuff about what happened here. I do feel she was found deceased, and because she kept showing me her body, and then she kept showing me a group of people and around her, and I really don't understand what that means. And it was like there was a group of people and they were screaming. I have no idea. But this was a targeted murder. I do feel that she didn't have a chance. She really didn't. I do feel 3 or 4 people are aware and are knowledgeable of what transpired, and they're involved in some way. And yes, I do have some sketches. So now let me pull up where I done the mapping. So give me just a second. I don't think I have that pulled up. So give me just a second to get that pulled up. Let's see here. I think it's under, like I said, just bear with me, please. Okay, there's that one. I got 3 different on that. And once I get them pulled up, I will explain. So first I'm going to do the maps. So let me see here. I'm going to say share screen. I'm trying, guys. Okay, I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we go. Okay, hang on. So let me pull this one up and see if I have to do it this way. Okay, that's the 3rd map, I think. Okay, and what's this one? Just bear with me, guys. Okay, so this is the first map. Let's see if I can get this to pull up. Okay, so this is the first map. And I'm going to move my, okay. So in the black box right here, when I was dowsing, like I said, I heard Texas, so that's where I started dowsing, and I got a hit inside of this box. Okay, so this tells me it is in this area. Now let me pull up the next one so I can hopefully. Okay, then the next one I think is this one, or is it that one? Okay, yes, this one. Thank you for being patient with me, guys.
Oh, it's okay.
So now this one, it shows, I zoomed in some, and so this is a radius. So I feel like the murder transpired in this box area, and I also feel that the person that is connected to this, or at least some of them, are also in this box. That means they live or work or something inside of this box area. And I'll show you the last map. Okay. Okay, so this one here, I don't know what this thing's doing. So anyway, right here, and what was funny, whenever I made this go in further and further, here is a church, and she kept showing me a church. So anyway, in this area, there's people either that know or are very acquainted with this area. So so there's the maps. Now I'm going to do the drawing or the sketches. So let me get those pulled up. Okay. And I've got 4 sketches that
And this is the first time I've ever
I'm gonna
seen this
bring them
video, ladies
up.
and gentlemen.
I guess I should
I
have
have
brought
not
it
watched
before I
this.
come on to do this, but I think that's okay. Okay, so now I'm going to bring up the first sketch. Now this one, I feel she knew this person. I feel she knew him pretty well. So this person here, I feel that she knew him pretty well. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to go into or step into the realm of, how she knew him. But I feel like she knew this person here. And he does have knowledge and he is aware. Okay, now the next one that I feel that she knew. So this one I feel that she knew also, but now I couldn't get it exact. And I want to say this man is older, more graying in the mustache and stuff. And of course you can't see his hair, but more graying in the hair. What I use, I can't get it to do that right. So anyway, I do feel that she knew this person. Okay, now I feel this could possibly be the person that she kept showing me, the police officer or security. I feel he looks something like this. And I do feel that she knew him, but didn't know him. And I don't know why I feel that. So that's what I get with that one. And then there's a strange part to this whole thing. So there is a female that I was kept being shown. I really don't know what the female has in it, but I feel that she is aware of something. And that is her. So yeah, that's everything that I got. So Grizz, thank you guys for letting me do this by video. I wished I could, come on live. I really miss everybody. But thank you for giving me the opportunity. And I will wait for the next one. I am still going to work on this one because, like I said, she was very adamant about things. And I felt that her death was very violent, that it was like, overdone, like it was, personal. And it was very sad, very, very sad. But anyway, again, thank you, Grizz, and everyone. And I will talk to you guys soon.
All right. Now, what everybody's been waiting for, Exhibit A. Well, I thought it was Exhibit A. Let me try it again. It says, oh, snap, nothing. Let me hit reload. And nothing. And where did it go? Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. Let me re-spool it back up. I don't know where it went to. I had too many windows open. Let me close a few. What I'm going to show you is the security footage. Then I'm going to read the article describing some of the details to fill in the details for everybody and some of the clues that everybody's been hitting on. Let's see here. I think I found it. Let me get rid of the commercials. Okay, now I found it. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Get back to my main screen here. And share screen. And action.
Several law enforcement agencies have joined Midlothian police hunting for the person who murdered a fitness instructor. A former North Texas police chief took a look at that surveillance video of the murderer walking around inside a church and told Natalie Solis what she sees when she watches it. Natalie Solis is live in Midlothian. Natalie.
Well, Steve, right now about 24 detectives are working this case. They've had hundreds of leads come in, but only about a dozen have been solid enough for police to follow up on. Now, the person that I talked to does give us her take on this video and where she thinks police here.
Yes, I believe it was a targeted hit.
Catherine Torres, a former Cockrell Hill police chief who now runs her own investigation firm, reviewing video clips of the suspect in Missy Beaver's Monday morning murder.
The gait and mannerisms appear very...
Oh, what happened to it? Just disappeared. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, because if you get the whole video, you see the limp.
Yeah, stand by. Let me go back to it. I don't know why it disappeared. Because I wanted her opinion. That's why I had that video. Cue it back up again. Watch, I can't find that exact video now. Okay, I found it. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Try it again. Let me just back it up a little bit. Okay, I got it. Sorry, there's a couple more buttons I got to click. Share. Blow it up.
I believe it was a targeted hit.
Catherine Torres, a former Cockrell Hill police chief who now runs her own investigation firm, reviewing video clips of the suspect in Missy Beaver's Monday morning murder.
The gait and mannerisms appear very masculine. So, in my opinion, it's a man.
That's one thing Midlothian police say is still uncertain whether the attacker is
If
a
you
man
notice
or
in
a
the left
woman.
hand, it's a claw
Torres
hammer.
says even though the
Oh, yeah.
discovered the head-to-toe police
And
gear
notice the
is
toes point
significant.
out.
The clothing that he's wearing looks new out of the box. It looks too crisp and too, distinct black and white.
Torres says anyone can buy the gear online, and in this case, she believes the getup was a ploy.
It was just enough so that if she ran into him, she would think it was a police officer and that she was safe, so that he could get close enough without her trying to run and get away.
Torres says even though the video clips are short, the suspect appears to be in no hurry at Creekside Church of Christ, even fools with a split door.
And he's very slow and methodic about walking through the building. He's not in any hurry of not getting caught. So he's obviously done his homework to know that the police are not on their way.
I haven't had a lot of time to get emotional about this yet.
Look at this
Tuesday,
guy.
Missy's husband, Brandon Beavers, spoke at length to reporters, then attended a vigil.
That was just like her drawing. It was a duplicate. That was the
Doesn't look
first
like
thing
it.
I thought of.
In her honor, the family coming to grips with the mom's absence while police unravel a murder mystery, including whether Missy was targeted, and if so, why.
And interviewing everybody who knows them, both the husband and the wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I would go.
Well, in addition to hundreds of tips coming in, reward money coming in as well. Crime Stoppers increasing its reward to help solve this case. And we've also learned that this afternoon, the ATF had dogs out at the church to sniff around. So far, unclear if anything of significance was recovered. Steve?
All right, Natalie Solis, thank you.
All right. Let me close this, ladies and gentlemen. And as I bring everybody back, I'm going to bring up the newspaper article. And I'm going to read a couple of things off to you guys, because this is also important. Missy Beavers here. Because when I closed out everything, I lost the newspaper article.
Oh, gee.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Because let's see here. It's a cold case. Let's see here. 2 days of bond sequestered. Beavers returned. So Beavers was preparing to teach a fitness class inside the church on the morning of April 18, 2016. When security cameras recorded her killing, killer was walking around in police tactical gear as a disguise. Her colleagues have studied videos, interviewed 30 people, produced more than 100 podcasts, and tried to keep billboards up around the city to help. The police studied the video. They could not figure out if it was a man or a woman wearing the disguise or the tactical gear. The police department said they're trying to get over $150,000 in rewards still outstanding. They did have information, remember, that there was infidel going on in the marriage. Remember that? We read?
I thought.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Lala's been saying that she didn't want to say it on air, but she said that she was in an infidelity situation and it contributed.
Yeah, that was found out. We read that during the part one, that was found out through the police investigation. And they found that out through the social media poll on both the husband and the wife. They found that out. So that did come out publicly. So, yes. So I did want to read that part.
There's the love triangle thing.
Yes. And there was alleged money problems as well that came out.
Wow.
So how that tied in, they did not go into great details because it was, close knit. But Melissa, they didn't say who was cheating on who. They just said that there was. They didn't say which party. They just said it was involved. So it was very interesting on that part. But they did have a murder suspect that had that gear in their possession that actually had that gate. But they cleared that person with an alibi. Now, Bob and I talked about this on part 1. How is that? That must have been one hell of an alibi, because he
Yeah.
was a former police officer, and he fit the bill to a T. He had the gear, he had the ties, he walked, but he was 2 inches taller, and that was it. And they just left the door open. Now that didn't make any sense to me, but
The other
I didn't
thing
have the
is,
police file either. So
yeah, the other thing is, if that uniform was worn for this murder, given everything we know about it, it would have been covered up with blood.
Exactly.
well, my
Drenched.
question is, if you have a suspect, and one thing we failed to mention, this is for entertainment purposes only. All parties are proven innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. So now we threw that out. So anybody that's watching this, if you are guilty, you're innocent until you're in front of a court of law. But before you're proven guilty, if you are a suspect, shouldn't you probably have that clothing tested forensically?
Yes.
Because if you're looking at me and I had that gear, I'd have been like, dude, shut the hell up. Here, take it. Get it tested. I wouldn't have sat there and argue with you. I'd been like, take the gear, get it tested. I'm innocent, man. You ain't gonna find jack. That would have put all the cards on the table and shut that door right away on the police. That would have ruled him out instantly, in my book. So, but
Well, the strongest thing was he was many hundreds of miles away in another state.
We'll look at Gene Hudson's first. What did the person who gave the alibi look like? Maybe one of the sketches. Well, Gene, the sketches look like one of the husband. Now, I don't know who the other sketches look like. Was it the guy that actually had the police tactical gear? I don't know, but the license plate numbers are interesting. Barb Hartman, Grizzly. What do the psychics think about the marital? Do you all think that was a play?
I think that the lady that passed away was cheating with someone's husband, and the wife got angry. But I also feel like the wife was involved somehow too. So maybe they're swingers. I don't know. None of my business.
Yeah.
But something's weird.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this, and it has been proven throughout history. And if you look at, I'm sorry, but being in law enforcement or people that watch Unsolved Mysteries or in 48 Hours, whatnot, however you want to dial it, people that have affairs, right? The exes or the spouses, ex-lovers, lovers, however you want to look at them, when they get angry and they're not all right in here, they do crazy stuff.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Jealousy
does.
Jealousy.
Given the violence of the murder, this was personal.
Right.
Yeah,
There was a man that killed her, and it was jealousy.
Yeah, I got jealousy, and it was very personal.
So the hammer was used, ladies and gentlemen. The claw hammer was used. The hammer that the suspect was walking around with was used, and it was violent. So
And they were filled with rage.
Oh yeah.
D. Crosley, using my pendulum, husband was involved, and a family member. I still get a female. So I'll say this. So when I saw that sketch, that's the first thing. That's why I paused the video. I'm not going to come to the conclusion. I'll let you all come to the conclusion. What was weird is that the husband, now I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying the husband was very away from this case. And I always say, if it was my loved one, family member, friend, I'll be all up in the media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want justice. I'll be crying bloody murder.
Yeah.
I would starve for attention for the media.
Now, is he the same height as the guy on the video? Because you showed the video of him walking to his car and the video of the dressed up man from the church. And it looked like at one point when he was walking to his vehicle and then the other person, it looked like almost the same gait. Did you guys notice that?
I have to go back and watch that part. I don't think the width of it is. I didn't pay attention to the gait.
Well, I don't know about the width, but it felt like the gait. It felt body structure and stuff
Yeah.
resembled the same as the husband.
And with all that tactical gear, that's going to put a lot of weight on you too. You take that off, it's going to bring you down some. You know what I mean? It makes him look bigger than what he really is.
So I said this during part one, when I was in the civilian world, right, working for these companies, when it comes to retail organized crime and stuff, you know, it may take us a year or 2 or 3 years. We actually arrested people just off their gait, their body structure, and their watches they wear once we got enough evidence. So yes, it does come to haunt you. Absolutely.
What if the person that did this, if they purposely walked like that and maybe padded their outfit to set someone up, and maybe they don't really walk like that?
So so here's the deal, right? So a human body, right? You can only fake so much. So they have enough security evidence to naturally know how a human body or a human person actually walks. So when they actually got that segment to show the population or to advertise that in the news, they got the best possible evidence to show everybody this is how that person walks.
It's just my view of the evidence that I have seen. The body structure of the person with the hammer is not the same body structure as the husband.
Okay.
That's what but look, this is one person's opinion.
But it feels like a man. It is a man that's in that suit. You know,
is that what you feel?
Yeah, it feels manly to me.
Now, on the security footage, there was a dark sedan seen leaving that backside of that church. I did want to throw that out.
Okay. So
there was a dark car.
I did.
That we're seeing.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw it too.
There was a mention, I think, on part one, another car, but they said it was not related to this case. Now, what was weird is somebody or more than one person picked up on 2 vehicles. I don't remember who.
She did, Donna.
But I don't know how they said that car was not related to this case. So I don't know how they figured that out.
I saw them like as if they would like side by side, almost talking to each other, like signing, you know what I'm saying? Like the lights were like coding to each other. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Now, Melissa, they did find a person that actually had a police outfit, that actually walked like the person in the video, that actually met all the requirements, but was 2 inches taller and had an alibi. So, yes.
But wouldn't all that gear give them, and that helmet give them more height?
Well, like I told Bob, the boots will make you taller. I mean,
yeah,
both the boots and the helmet can be taken into account when measuring the height. They can figure that out.
And I'll be honest with you, no disrespect to any female. I've been with other females on other departments. I didn't know they were females until they took off helmets in their light gear. You know,
right.
Exactly.
I didn't know that was a female. Manly. Yes, absolutely.
They can be as tough as a man. Take down a dude. You make a man enough, they will get you.
I got a woman police officer right upstairs, and believe me, she's bigger than all of us.
Yeah. So yeah. But I'll say this: if anybody that's watching has a case in your area that you have that's unsolved, or it's a mystery that you want to forward to Bob and I for us to look at, please do so, because we're interested in looking at anything. We're open. Just send it to us.
I think it helps all of us if whoever sends that stuff in feels a connection, because when we're just searching at random, we don't really have a connection.
Yeah, but like I said, any unsolved murders, cold cases, missing people cases, missing person cases, let us know. We'll be more than happy to take a look at it, because right now our slate's pretty clean. So
thank you, Pete.
But like I said, our hearts go out to her children, because I think she had three kids.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
So,
The
and
children, that's the
especially
side.
all of her students that were showing up
Yeah.
to her class. And
Her
you know,
students, her students discovered her. Whoever said that they were screaming, that's
I
why
heard-
they were screaming.
I
Yeah.
forgot to save that part, and those screams were guttural screams. It was awful.
and
Yeah,
and the
kids,
thing
they,
though
they
is
walk into a horror scene.
Yeah.
and you know, just be cautious of what y'all do when it comes to posting stuff, right? Just be careful and think
Yeah.
twice, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody taking time of your holiday season to help out. So Savannah Sato, Bob, there's one up on the board. Savannah Sato. You want to write that down, or
Yeah, I got it.
Savannah Sato. Jean Hudson, yes, she did.
I
Jean
just
messaged me on those two again.
I don't know.
Somebody, Jean gave us two yesterday. I didn't write them down. Two boys from, was it Missouri?
Am I gonna have
Mississippi.
From
to
Mississippi. The
have to
Navy was
excuse
involved
myself?
or something.
Yeah, there are naval bases on the coast of Mississippi.
The Soto case, they had me work. Some friends of mine had me work it. I don't know if you want me to
Yeah,
excuse myself.
everybody send them to us so
No,
I'll have them
If
down.
you want me to excuse myself from the case because I got a lot from it.
No, that's fine.
No, we don't
Still
care.
help out.
Okay.
But yeah, just everybody send it to us. That way, if we don't
Yeah,
get it
see,
the
Pete's
first one, we
saying-
can stack them.
I don't know if
So
you
we'll
see
have it.
what
Yeah.
Pete's saying. She knows it. I know the case. So
So
it's horrid.
who knows? He may be the missing key to help unlock it and solve it. So,
Okay.
but yeah, but everybody, thank you all. And from all of us to you all, Happy New Year and be
Happy
safe.
New
We'll
Year.
catch you on the new one, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year. Good night.
Bye.